Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining this free online lessons. And for today, our topic is live coordinations, and I would like to welcome all our participants, Yumi Moon, Zainuddin Ismail, Eva Lim, PZKR, and the rest of Acad system team. Thank you for your time. Right. Well, while we go further on the topic today, let me run some polls to check on your background. Okay, so please answer the polls. I would like to check on your background, whether you are the architect, civil, M&E, subcon, manufacturer, or students, educators, and so on. Welcome, Ken Seng Am, for the session. Right. All right. And also welcome Farhana for the sessions. Welcome Fairuz Dres for the sessions today for free online lessons. Okay, so most of you are from civil engineering background, and we also got some participants from architect and manufacturing. Thank you very much for the answer. And before we jump further into our topic today, which is live coordinations, and today we're going to be I'm going to be showing you the software, a few software, mainly on BIM 360, the newly cloud solutions provided by Acad. And before we go further into our topics today, let me introduce our website. Okay. So if you go to the web browser and type in acadsystems.com, and this is our main homepage, and in here you will find more information related to Autodesk products and services, and you also have more news on the promotions and also the upcoming free online lessons that we'll be organizing in this month and next month also. And if you wish to get in touch with our sales and technicals, we have these new features. We would like to introduce these new features called the Open Chat. If you find in our homepage, we have the blue circle blinking here. Okay, welcome, Kim Huat Tan. We have this blue blinking here. You can click that one and then find the Open Channel Acad system. And you just see anything that you want to ask. Say, for instance, if you want to ask about something about software, you can give it a try, and our team will respond to you immediately on this. And you get, for let's say, I'm introducing myself as Akil, typing email, okay, and phone number, and send. Okay, and once the information received, our technicals or our sales team will respond to this chat immediately. Okay, and that's another one thing that the way that we newly introduced to our clients or customers to get in touch with our technicals and sales. And this session is recorded. This free online lesson is recorded, so it means that if you wish to watch the recording on our Facebook page and also our YouTube channel, you can go further down and find the link to go to our Facebook page and also YouTube channel. Let's have a look on this. And in here, you will see we've got more videos. Say that you want to see the recording videos. This is live session for today, and more videos listed here. Same like our YouTube channel. It's all recorded here, right? So don't worry much if you miss something on the sessions. Okay, and back to our topic. So I'm going to be presenting and showing to you guys on how we're going to do live coordination model. And our learning objective today is to discover the features and the user interface of model coordination in BIM 360. So you may heard of BIM 360, and we got many packages available in features in BIM 360, and I will be showing one of them today. And this next learning objective is to get the benefits of using model coordinations with BIM 360 document management projects. And even though you are not using this BIM 360 for design stage or for construction stage, project management and so on, but you can still utilize this model coordination if you subscribe with the BIM 360 coordinate, and you will get to use the BIM 360 document management. And we will show how to interact with both modules. And then I will show you how to coordinate the cloud collaborated BIM project workflows between architects, BIM managers, reviewers, and many more stakeholders inside the project. And the key features of doing live clash detection or clash coordination is the first thing that you need to do is to setting up the coordination project and the document management means that you have to upload the models and you have to define the folders inside document management, and then setting up the coordinations workspace. Okay, coordination spaces, sorry. And as the project admin, you have to setting up the coordination spaces, and you now, once the coordination space is ready, you will be ready to do the round trip coordination views. It means that if you have hundreds of models from the consultants, you may be confused with the models that you're going to, to do coordination. Say that you only want to do the clashes coordination between architecture and the structure. Okay, welcome back, Celine. Okay, and from that, you can do that in BIM 360 coordinate, okay, by selecting the specific model, say 2 of 100 models to be viewed in 3D, also can be done in BIM 360. And then we will see how BIM 360 runs the automated clashes. Okay, if you were using, or if you have been using Navisworks before, you may be doing the clash detective modules, and we will be doing the same thing, but in an easier way, better user interface, and you can just use your mobile, iPad, tablet, and also just your laptop to run the clashes without having to use Navisworks. But if you wish to use Navisworks in detail to produce some kind of reports, you want to do some kind of animations, okay, welcome back, Farhana. And you can also integrate with the Navisworks with BIM 360 features inside. Okay, and as the providers, Autodesk provide these two platforms to be integrated so that people who wants to do more with the coordinations can do further in Navisworks. But if you want to do the basic features of clashes, round trip coordinations, you can have it done in BIM 360. Okay. And we all aware of the packages, the new generation of BIM 360 offered in our region is BIM 360 Docs, Design, Coordinate, and Build. And today I will be showing the BIM 360 Coordinate along with the BIM 360 Docs. And as you're aware that when you purchase BIM 360 Coordinate, you will get the same number of seats, free number of seats in BIM 360 Docs, because every data, every document will be stored in the BIM 360 Docs. Okay, so I will jump into the BIM 360 page. And see how can it be done. And this is the main user interface for the administrator. So if you are the administrator, you will be getting this account admin to manage the project, create new project and so on. And if you wish to create the project, you can refer in detail on my previous video on setting up the BIM 360. I did show all the setups in detail. Look into our Facebook page and YouTube channel on that. And we'll just show roughly on what you have to do. Say you want to create a new project file. For those who are not familiar with BIM 360, you can enter up the project name, construction type, okay, and project value and so on, the address, and the what else? Project start date and project end date. Then you will get to click save and continue to create a new project. And since I have created the project, I will just go with this BIM 360 coordinate demo account. Once you created the project, what you need to do next is to add the project members and companies. Okay, and if you have registered companies in the account, it will be listed here. So if you have 10 companies involved in the project, then 10 companies will be shown here. Okay, and most importantly, you have to add members. Say that you wanted to add your members. Okay, and it's already all in the project. So if you want to add, say that you want to add by click here. Okay. Okay. So when you type in email and it's not listed here, it means it's not in this account yet. So you probably have to do the overall account settings for this. And once you have added the members, companies, and what you need to do is to enable the services. And this is very important because if you are not enabling any features, any services, it won't allow you to run the modules. Okay, and for instance, you will see you will be able to activate the document management. You must activate the model coordination along with document management to do this. And in this case, if you have the design collaboration modules, you may want to activate or deactivate. You have option to do so. And insight is the way you check on the analysis and reporting dashboard so that you will know how many issues created, what are the disciplines has been coordinated, how many markups created and so on. So that's insights and the rest are the optional. And BIM 360 model coordinations was previously known as a BIM 360 glue. So what is the difference? The difference is when you are using BIM 360 glue, the data that you store is located separately. It's not located in document management. It means it's not centralized or unified. It's on the separate server. Means you just run the glue features with different sets of the drawing as compared to drawing that you uploaded in the document management. Okay, and once you enable all the services, you can see there is a services enable here. It's very user-friendly icon here that you will see. And what you need to do next is to go to the, in the project admin, go to the model coordinations. Okay, so why I'm going to these model coordinations, because the next thing is to setting up the coordination spaces. So if you are using Navisworks, you were actually creating the analysis clash analysis test. Say that you want to do coordinations between architecture and MEP, architecture versus civil, architecture versus structure, or structure versus MEP and piping, and many more. So you can always create. But if you want to create these, we call it the coordination spaces, you have to upload all drawings into document management. And that is where you really need to understand how document management works. In the previous free online lesson, I also have done this topic, document management, in detail. And you will get to see them, how we're going to set up the folders, invite people in, upload drawings in. So for instance, this is our document management user interface. So that will, when you look at these folders, so they are, for instance, I'm uploading the architecture drawing inside this. So this building in civil also, I've got few drawing structure, I also got few drawing MEP, and also got that drawing inside. And for creating the coordination spaces, you have to create a separate folder to copy the updated, the latest drawing into that particular folder. So the way to do that, for instance, if you want to create the coordinations between structure and MEP, so I will be typing in coordination structure versus MEP. What you need to do next is to copy or to transfer the drawing or the structure drawing or structure model and MEP into this particular folder. So if how the way we transfer is very straightforward. You go to the drawing, select drawing, click copy, and move them, copy them into this folder. One document copy, and again the MEP, select the drawing and click copy, move them into structure MEP, click copy. So that's really straightforward. And if you are keen to know more on the BIM 360, you don't have to have any background in modeling, even though you do not know AutoCAD, you do not know Revit, but you still can run BIM 360 in a good way, because BIM 360 is a purely document management features or project management features. It doesn't involve any modeling, any drawing, creating, and so on. Once the folder created with the drawings inside, okay, let me check on the drawing. Okay, we have these two inside, for instance. So I will go back to the model coordination. Sorry, I have to go back to, actually I have to go back to the project admin first to define and determine the coordination spaces that I would like to run. So I will go back to project admin. Okay, so that if you want to create, for instance, I already created this architecture versus MEP, and it's already activated for now, and I would like to deactivate for a while, temporarily deactivating the coordination space. And I would like to create a new one. For instance, I'm creating the structure versus MEP. Okay, and I will select the folder that I created. Say that this one is a coordination structure versus MEP, and create. Okay, it's going to take a few seconds to update. And there you go. So means the folder path is reading whatever drawing 3D models that inside the coordination str-MEP folder. So I'm making it activate because I would like to run this structure MEP classifications. And then now you're ready to go into the model coordination. Let's go to the top right button and find the model coordinations, and it's as simple as that. If you are using the iPad or tablet, you'll be also doing the same thing, clicking all the same button. Okay, it's calculating clash result. Okay, gonna take a few more seconds to analyze the clashes between structure and MEP. And because this is the first time, it's going to take a while, okay? And it's okay. So that while waiting, you may want to check on our website, so that if you would like to ask more on would like to ask our assistants, you can also go to our Acad system new help desk here, okay, and click on this, and let me go with to logging out first, okay, and click on the Acad systems new help desk, okay, and then this one is the continuous guest. Then you just type in what your name here, your subject, email provided here with the company name and detailed description. So this is also the other way that you can communicate with our technical and sales teams by selecting this category and our brush engineering also, and put that into the priority high if you request urgent matters to be assisted immediately. So let us go back to the model. It's still running the clashes. Okay. Okay, so I've got the result already. So if you if the software has done its analysis, it will list out all the models and all the views available in the models. Okay, so that the structure have the views of the steel detailing, physical model, and also for coordinations. And say that I will clicking these coordinations and the MVP coordinations, and if I want to view the 3D between these two coordinations, so I will just selecting these two views and click view up here. Okay. Okay, and this is how you will see the structure models to be coordinated with the mechanical MEP model. So you will see all the structural things, structural components, and ductings inside here. And BIM 360 viewer, in whatever that you can see here, is not the solid object, but you can actually view the properties just like you were seeing them in the Revit or any other 3D software. So if you go to the properties here, if you click the object here, or say that you want to see the properties for this column, and the properties will mention all the items and information needed, including the material, constraints, dimension, and so on. So it's pretty much the same information that you were setting up in Revit and also any other 3D software model like AutoCAD 3D, and Plant 3D or Advanced and so on. So the same properties informations. It brings the all information into this platform, means that you won't lose anything. All information is still attached with the model. So that's how you can still find more information, even though you don't have Revit, you don't have AutoCAD, you don't have Plant 3D, Civil 3D, and so on. You can still get to see the information, and that is why BIM is 360 is very helpful on you to define and manage all the information. And say that this is the coordinated model between structure and MEP. And if you like to see the automatic clashes, okay, I can close the model for now and go to the next menu. Here is the clashes. Okay, and you will see this is a chart of comparing if you uploading or if you putting more models into the coordinated folder. It means that you are reviewing more views, 3D views. For instance, I would like to review between clashes between structure and also MEP structure. Okay, this one. So we know already what views, again, what are the views and what are the numbers of how many clashes have been detected in this model. For in this case, if you are comparing this file, structure coordination, against this file, MEP coordinations, you have 164 clashes, and you can click that one to see in detail what are the clashes have been detected. Okay, you're going to take a few seconds to run this model, and there you go. So these models highlighted in red and green is the model that you are comparing. So we can see clearly that the red in color is a structure model and green color is the MEP model. And there down here, down the list here, we got to see 164 clashes. For instance, you will get to see the clashes between floor and few more things, clashes with one other model, and say that this floor model having clash with the PVC fittings and other features for MEP. So you can click this to see in detail where is it located here. Okay, and you will see straight away in bright color, red and green, to define the position of the clash item. So it means if this thing is considered as clash, then you can always create issue. You have two options down here while clicking the list. Okay, but if you are not making them as clashes, means it can be ignored. You can click on the not an issue here. Okay, for instance, I'm gonna mention this item is as not an issue. So I'm gonna click not an issue. It will be dismissed from the list. Okay, and for the reason is they say that it's a minimal overlap and comment is allowed clearance, for instance. Okay, and you can click OK to define this clash as not the clashes, and you can go find other clashes that is related. Say that you want to find clashes in this. Okay, and for instance, this is clearly the clash thing that we have to avoid. So if you feel that this need to be repaired, then you can have it recorded as issue. Click issue down there, and then you can define this issue, coordination clash, and you have to, first off, all you have to define the issue point here. Say that I'm picking up the point from this view. Okay, and then define the status as open. You can change the title number. You can assign to persons. And if in the project team, if you invited all contractors or consultants, electrical consultants and the structural consultants, they will all get to know who's going to be fixing up the model. And you can define the due date. Say that you've got 2 more days to repair the model. You can define the location details. Say that room A, and who's the owner of this report, and set the root cause as the design coordination issues. And you can add further description, clashes between footing square in this component versus this component in the drawings. So it means you can also type in more information if it's going to help. If it's going to help other people to understand it better, then you can create this issue. So once the issue created, it will be listed here in the system, and it cannot be deleted at all. So until the issue is resolved, okay, and then that people that has been assigned must check on these issues here. And if you have generated 100 of issues a day or 1,000 of issues for the whole project, then what you need to do is to click on the list of issues here. If you have many, then it will show many. Click on this issue and it will show exactly the positions and the details of the clash report created here. And what you need to do next is, you as a consultant, if you have to fix the model, then you have to go back to the models and repair and re-upload again in the same location and platform. And if you have done this checking, next thing to do is when they run the repair model, then it will consider as resolved. It means it shows you whatever remaining clashes, but the resolved clashes will be stated as resolved. And this is how we're going to use this cloud platform to speed up the process. If you think that the reports, when using Navisworks, you have to wait for the coordinator to generate the reports, and sometimes the report is not based on the latest model because the coordinator have to download the model manually, run into Navisworks, and then they might have missed the latest model from BIM 360 that they downloaded. So that would be the thing that we can avoid by utilizing BIM 360 coordination features. And I would highly recommend for those who are not really good in IT, good in technology or software, you can also be good at managing the project and coordinations by using BIM 360. And believe me, BIM 360 is the easiest way to learn as compared to other technical software like Revit and so on. So for those who are interested to know more on BIM 360, you can always contact us for further information on the, and also for the commercials. And I'm open for questions. You can write the question. If you have anything to ask, you can always drop in the questions in the chat box. Okay. And while waiting for the questions, I would like to show a bit features on how you actually can use Navisworks to open up the BIM 360 model. So for instance, you are the actual coordinator or BIM manager. You may want to open up the models using Revit, using Navisworks, but you don't want to download at all. But the thing is, you have to make sure the same credential has been using for the sign-in here information, and then you will get to access the models straight away from Navisworks. You will have to this Navisworks Manage 2020 for BIM 360 open here, and you can define the project, sample project, and run this next, and say that you want to open up the separate model, or if you want to open up the merge model, also can. Click the merge model and click open. Okay, it's going to take a while to open up in Navisworks. Okay, and this is directly loading the file from BIM 360. Okay, and previously what have been done is you have to download it manually lah. So that's the way. So this is the model that we managed to open directly from BIM 360 without downloading anything. So this is some sort of models, the same thing, not the same thing, but the model that has been set for this reason, opening up Navisworks from BIM 360. But the reason why people love BIM 360, Navisworks so much because of the features. Okay, and if you want to run the clash report, so you can always go with the add test here. Say that when you want to run the test between mechanical and structural. Okay, and then set the tolerance, and then you can run tests. And this is the result of clashes in Navisworks. And we can here generate the report because we cannot communicate with other users. That is why Navisworks allows you to generate report. But in BIM 360, it's much easier to manage the communication because everybody is inside the platform. Then everybody will get notification. So you'd have to get to see the long report anyway. So I'm changing up the report format, writing report. Okay. Okay, generating the report. And you can do the same thing and also can watch our free online lessons on this Autodesk Navisworks on how to do clash detections in our Facebook page and YouTube channel. And while waiting, let's just go back to the desktop and find the result here. Okay, and this is the results in detail, as if you are the BIM coordinator or BIM manager that giving reports to person who do not have Navisworks or just have Revit inside. So this is the way that we previously doing, and if you still need to do this way, you are able to do that by integrating Navisworks and BIM 360, and it is possible to merge the workflow. Okay, so that is all for today. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to ask, or you can watch back the sessions to learn more on how we did all of these things today. Okay, and if you have nothing to ask, let me run some poll for our another polls. Okay. And I would like to thank everyone, and please answer these polls as our feedback. If you are really satisfied with our lessons, will you be able to use what you have learned from our free online lessons? And would you recommend our online lessons to your friends or colleagues? So we would appreciate if you can answer everything and give us the feedback so that we can improve our delivery on these free online lessons. Okay, thank you for answering. Okay. Thank you for answering the polls. Okay, and that is all for today. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you, Celine. Thank you, Chong Kang Wei, TK Hang. Thank you, Eva Lim, Fairuz Teres, Farhana, Ken Seng Eng, Yu Mimun, Zainuddin Ismail, and the rest of Acad Systems who joined these sessions. Thank you very much for your time, and hope to see you guys again in the upcoming free online lessons. Thank you very much. See you again. Bye.